What's up, guys? So it's been a couple weeks since I posted the Pokemon market is crashing video, kind of little clickbait video, right? Because back then it was more categorized as a correction versus a crash. But now, according to the financial markets, a crash is defined as a 20% drop from its peak. And well, we are technically now officially in a Pokemon market crash. So where is the market heading in the next couple of months? Well, we'll see. Let's talk about it. Short answer to that question is I see the market being pretty flat from here on out up until the end of the year. And then going into next year, I do see a little dip until the 30th anniversary where we come back to a little bit more of a hype period and then stabilize on from there. So for those people that wanted my thoughts and synopsis, there you go. You can click out now. Now, as far as a more detailed explanation of why I think that's going to happen, a couple things, right? First and foremost, a lot of people are thinking that because the holiday season is upon us, Christmas and all that, people are buying these Pokemon products because they want to gift it to either their friends and family, children, whatever it may be, right? And while that is the case, the Pokemon company also knows that this is Q4. Every major company, some stores even plan their whole year around Q4 sales, right? So the Pokemon company is not gonna be oblivious to that. I mean, you see the sales that are coming up. We see a bunch of Black Friday tins, Black Friday Walmart boxes, Sam's Club boxes, even Costco. And there's more and more miscellaneous SKUs that are coming out for the holiday season so that people can buy from retail stores and not LGSs or scalpers, right? So Pokemon has got that taken care of. And honestly, they have done a very good job at doing that. A lot of these Black Friday boxes and miscellaneous SKU items, yes, they have been scalped, but also the pricing, even for the scalp prices, are not as high as they were during the peak of this hobby or even a few months ago. Because for the retail price for example, right, the Walmart Black Friday boxes, the EXs, Snorlaxes, whatever it may be, they contain 8 packs and they sold for, I believe, $20 as part of their Black Friday sale. And the resale market is now $40. So even if you pay the $40 price point, you're still paying $5 a pack, which has not happened for a very long time. So in that sense, the Pokemon company has done a great job in bringing the price per pack down for the average consumer. I also realize there's massive holes in my shirt. Jesus Christ. But going back to the topic, right? Even during the peak of COVID, not every single Pokemon item was scalped or scalpable. And this past year, these past couple months, every single item that came out from the Pokemon company had a margin for scalpers. And that's how there has been nothing on store shelves, nothing at all. And we're finally getting to a point where that's no longer the case. As mentioned, the Black Friday tins, the Black Friday bosses, sorry, the MSRP for 20 and then the reselling for 40. Yes, that's a margin there. But this new sale that's coming up, the Walmart, I think it's Walmart Black Friday, I forgot what exactly they're called, but it's 5 packs and for $17. And guess what, guys? A lot of people are not paying anything above 20, 23 bucks. So the margin for scalpers is very thin, that it's getting to a point where it's not gonna be worth their time to do it. And what happens when scalpers realize that, hey, maybe it's not worth making $2 an hour standing in line? So what happens then? More product on shelves. And that's gonna be amazing for the average consumer to be getting products for MSRP or even lower, or even better, under $5 a pack, right? Back to normalcy. However, the Pokemon company is put in a very strange position, and it's going to be very controversial here. They have to print enough where the demand buys out everything, where there's a sense of scarcity of the product. But if they print too much, nobody wants it. If everything is on store shelves, yes, they're going to make a couple sales here and there from people, from collectors, whatever it may be, hobbyists. But they don't want their stuff sitting on shelves because it creates the illusion that no one wants it. So they're put in a weird position where if they print too little, the demand, increases and people buy out their product. But if they print too much, demand actually decreases and their product sits on shelves. So they have to find this happy medium of creating this false sense of, well, I don't want to say false, but it is real, this sense of scarcity and not overprinting their stuff where it becomes a junk wax era. And I do want to add maybe a little disclaimer here. While scalping is very detrimental to the hobby, as long as there's a margin for someone to buy things at a lower price and sell it for a higher price, there's always going to be people that want to take advantage of that opportunity. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily with the state of the economy and the world and how the world is right now. I don't see a problem with that. That's just the definition of capitalism at work. So to bring it all together, what happens to the Pokemon market in the next couple of months? In my opinion, in summary, right? Pokemon knows that this is the holiday season, this is Q4. Demand for all products TCG related will increase because people want to buy gifts, and they know that, right? So they're printing a lot, printing these auxiliary items to be put on sale for Black Friday, holiday sales, whatever it may be, and they're doing a great job of that. So because of all that, there's a lot of supply out here. Market's going to stay pretty steady or even decline. Now going into January and February, I don't see any reason why the market should shoot up. None at all, right? So it's either going to stay flat for those months as well or even decline as well. I'm saying I'm so confident in that because Pokemon can freaking make the best set ever seen, and the demand for and the hype and the demand for that set will not be greater than Surging Sparks at the peak of when all this started. That's what I truly believe in. They can make the best set they've ever made, and it will not have the same kind of hype and frenzy towards it as it did 6 months ago. So January, February, I see the market continue to be steady, which is healthy, right? We've had this great boom. Now we had a 20% crash, if you want to call it a crash. I am on certain products, right? But it's going to stay steady for pretty much next year until the hype for the 30th anniversary comes out. Bring the market up a little bit and then stay steady from there. But do I see this crazy hype train where every single product is being scalped, nothing's on store shelves? No, I truly don't. I think next year we will get back to some sort of normalcy as different TCGs take market share. I know Riftbound is very popular right now. One Piece is also booming. So people might be transitioning to one of those TCGs. But yeah, that's what I see happening. We are finally getting to a point where Pokemon demand and Pokemon prices are no longer at this crazy level, and they are coming back to normalcy starting from now up until next year. But yeah, that's my opinion. We'll see what happens. But guess what? I've been right so far. So I'm pretty confident that I'm also going to be correct in this case. But only time will tell, right? But love to hear your opinions as well down in the comments. If you disagree, agree, sure, just let me know. We can. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Why you think it's gonna boom? Why you think it's gonna crash? Whatever it may be, right? But until then, guys, have a happy holidays, and I will see you guys very, very soon. And Cardboard Anonymous, a brick and mortar store in the works, and I will bring you guys along for that journey as I complete this whole process, which is taking a long time. But anyways, have a great one, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.